Football on Thanksgiving Day dates back nearly to the infancy of the sport itself, with the Ivy League's two top teams battling for the Intercollegiate Football Association Championship on Thanksgiving Day in New York City beginning in 1876. In 1925, Red Grange played in his first professional game with the Chicago Bears on Thanksgiving, 0-0 tie against the crosstown Chicago Cardinals, after a legendary career at Illinois had turned him into a household name. With Georgia's appearance that afternoon, the status of the then 6-year-old National Football League skyrocketed. As an annual tradition, nothing outranks the Detroit Lions Turkey Day games, which began in 1934. A highlight of the series was the 1962 clash with Vince Lombardi's defending NFL champion Green Bay Packers, a team that entered Detroit's Tiger Stadium undefeated but limped out on the losing end of the Lions' stunning 26-14 victory. The first televised Thanksgiving Day game was in 1953, carried by the Dumont Network. The 1965 matchup between the Detroit Lions and Baltimore Colts was the first time a Thanksgiving Day game was broadcast in color. The 1976 Buffalo Bills running back O.J. Simpson set the NFL record for the most rushing yards in a single game when he scampered for 273 yards on a Turkey Day against the Lions. That record has been broken a number of times since. Currently, Father of the Year candidate Adrian Peterson holds the single-game rushing record, sprinting for 297 yards against the Chargers on November 7, 2007. The highest score any team has ever gotten on Thanksgiving is 55 points. This was first done in 1997 by the Miami Dolphins in their win over the St. Louis Cardinals. That score was matched by the Detroit Lions 20 years later in 1997 when they beat the Chicago Bears 55-20. And the last two current active franchises to have never played on Thanksgiving through 2014 are Carolina and Jacksonville, both of which joined the league in 1995. The Browns have not appeared since rejoining the league as an expansion team in 1999, and the Rams have not played since 1975. And an idiosyncrasy in the NFL's current scheduling formula, which has been in effect since 2002 and revised in 2010, effectively precludes teams from the AFC North from playing the Lions or the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Conversely, the AFC East actually appears in successive years. Without further revisions or exemptions to the formula, AFC North teams can only appear in the primetime game on Thanksgiving. The San Diego Chargers have the longest active appearance drought as of 2014. They have not played on Thanksgiving since 1969, 1 year before the AFL-NFL merger. And since 2010, the league has made efforts to end the longest droughts. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Cincinnati, and Baltimore all played their first Thanksgiving Day games during this time frame, as did Houston, who joined the league in 2002. Now, San Francisco likewise played their first Thanksgiving game since 1972 in 2011. Thanksgiving NFL football certainly has produced a lot of memorable moments. For me, it all started in 1980 with Dave Williams' 95-yard kickoff return in overtime as Chicago stunned Detroit 23-27. The game at the time was the shortest overtime game in NFL history, just 21 seconds. Lawrence Taylor's 1982 97-yard pick six of Gary Danielson, giving the Giants a 13-6 win over the Lions. In 1985, the Lions bombed the playoff-bound New York Jets 31-20 as quarterback Eric Hipple passed for 4 touchdowns, including 3 to wide receiver Leonard Thompson. The Lions' defense overshadowed the New York Sack Exchange by sacking Jets quarterback Ken O'Brien 7 times. In 1993, in the midst of an ice storm with a snowy field in Dallas, after the Cowboys blocked a Pete Stoyanovich game-winning 40-yard field goal attempt, Leon Lett touched the ball laying on the ground, letting the Dolphins recover the ball on the 1-yard line, where they were able to successfully retry the game-winning kick, resulting in a 16-14 win. And earlier that year, on January 23rd, Lett had the biggest Super Bowl blunder of all time when he started celebrating a fumble too early and let Bills wide receiver Don Beebe catch him from behind at the goal line. 1993 was certainly a blunder highlight reel for Leon Lett. And in 1994, with Troy Aikman and Rodney Peete both out with injuries, trailing the Packers 17-2, third-string quarterback and current Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett led Dallas to a 36-point second half in their rousing 42-31 comeback victory. Those are just some of my Thanksgiving Day football memories. Hopefully today will present some for you. From all of us here at Roto Experts and the Fantasy Sports Network, I'm Mike Cardano. Enjoy the games, everyone, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.